India is changing rapidly in all aspects of life, be it society, culture, or the diet. Almost everything is westernizing. There is a long tradition of milk production and consumption here, but the product offerings are also shifting from traditional to more commercial Western dairy products due to changes in lifestyle. The dairy market being very much fragmented here, the government involvement is limited. That gives enough scope for adulteration to such a wholesome food called milk. With 1.22 billion Indian population to feed, with only around 120 million cows and buffaloes, and an ever-growing demand of milk and its byproducts, it is not the adulteration alone that has deteriorated the quality of milk, but also some more factors that are beyond our control. Most important of them all is losing the native cattle breeds to the so-called more productive hybrid or crossbreeds that has assured improved quantities but significantly failed at the quality end. The A1 protein milk produced by these imported cow breeds and its consumption has proven to be linked to various diseases. It may also be stated here that India in the past was practically disease-free in spite of lack of technology. But it is a stated observation that the diseases in the last 2 or 3 decades have risen tremendously. And the only industry that has grown consistently in the last several years is the pharmaceutical industry, growing almost at the rate of 19%. There is perhaps a link between milk consumption and health. In this hopeless and depressive scenario, Back to Basics has taken a bold initiative to offer an honest A2 protein milk production facilities in Delhi and NCR, with a mission not only to provide fresh and pure cow milk, but also to improve the breed of native Indian cow breed, Gir, easily identified by a hump on the back, long drooping ears, and a moderately developed dewlap.
Back to Basics is a very humble, pure, simple thought of providing pure milk from the cow directly, without any adulteration, without any pasteurization, directly onto the urban consumer's table, just the way we did in the past.
Gir cows have the ability to produce milk that contains 98% A2 protein. A2 protein helps fight against diseases and disorders such as joint pain, obesity, and asthma. Gir cow milk also contains high levels of omega-3 that regulates the blood vessels. Apart from this, their milk is also rich in other elements that make this milk immensely valuable for human beings, like amino-3 fatty acid, which helps keep up fitness and vitality, cerebrosides, which helps in brain development, CLA, that is conjugated linoleic acid, which is very useful in fighting the diseases like cancer, diabetes, and heart attack. With the 2 operational Gir cow farms in Noida and Gurgoan, we at Back to Basics ensure the production and distribution of 100% natural farm-fresh A2 protein milk by organizing all the milk production activity at our farms in the most natural manner.
Cow's milk is like a mother's milk. It's got saturated fat 58%, 55 to 58%, and which is very good for brain development. Saturated fat is a must for the body. And very simply, the melting point of the saturated fat of cow's milk is 37 degrees, whereas buffalo's is 40 degrees. And we're all warm-blooded mammals. Our body's temperatures are 37.2 degrees. So that's why cow's milk suits an infant to an adult.
At the farms, each cow is tagged and the record of their age, health, produce, etc. is maintained properly. The natural diet provided to the cows helps produce the safest and the most nutrient-rich A2 protein milk for consumption. Unlike commercial milk farming, milking at Back to Basics farms are done by hand with utmost care and love for the cows and their calves, as well as the consumers.
Most milk producers are not dairies. In fact, most of them are not. They buy the milk from the farmer, right from the farmer till it reaches the processing industry, till it reaches the dealer's shelf and to the consumer. A lot of time has elapsed. Milk is a very wholesome food, and it goes without saying, milk cannot stay beyond 2 or 4 hours. It starts to lose its good bacteria and starts to get more bad bacteria.
To ensure maximum preservation of nutrients, the milk is packed for delivery as soon as the milking activity is over. This fresh and pure raw milk is made available at your doorstep within 3 to 4 hours of milking. The milk can be further boiled and refrigerated to store for a longer duration. One can also convert this to other milk byproducts like curd, paneer, butter, ghee, etc. We promise assured good health on a regular consumption of Gir cow milk.
मेरा ग्रैंडसन पहले कभी दूध पीता नहीं था. हर ब्रांड ला के उसको ट्राई किया गया. माँ खाता था, अपनी माँ से कभी छूता नहीं. जब ये काउ मिल्क आया तो उसने कहा दादा हम ये पिएंगे आराम से. वो आराम से पीता है, हंसी खुशी पीता है, मांग के पीता है कि ला मुझे काउ मिल्क दो.
Strange as it may seem, my wife is lactose intolerant. I discovered I was lactose intolerant. My child, one of my children, is also lactose intolerant. When I came to Delhi, I took the plunge and I ate some pizza, and I found that it agreed with me. And then I took another risk and I drank a cup of milk at my host's house, and I was amazed that nothing happened to me. That itself was very significant. And not only do I now consume a cup of milk in the morning and in the evening, but I've also gone into places I've not been in a very long time by eating paneer and yogurt and various other milk-based items, and I'm having the time of my life. I feel invigorated, and I feel a thrill that I can do things that I could not do for so many years. It's as if I'm taking a step back to the days of my youth and going back to the very basics that I had neglected all this time when I was in this very, very exotic place right out in the West. So I'm very happy with the kind of purity, with the kind of quality, and with the kind of taste that I'm seeing in this milk that I'm drinking every day.
We at Back to Basics are developing a self-sustainable farming model where even the cow's feed is grown in and around the farms only, without chemical pesticides. The cow dung is utilized in the biogas plant that is set up to support fuel requirements at the farm. And the byproduct of the same, the cow dung manure, is utilized as biofertilizer in the cultivation activity. The cow urine is used as biopesticides if required, supporting sustainable farming practices.
गिर का जो चारा हम देते हैं वो बिल्कुल ऑर्गेनिक चारा होता है. जो भी चारा इनको देते हैं, हरा चारा, उसके अंदर कोई केमिकल नहीं होता. वो टोटल ऑर्गेनिक के ही ऊपर होता है. उसके अंदर हम देसी खाद, गोबर का खाद, मैन्योर वगैरह यूज़ करते हैं. नीम खल है, जिंक पाउडर वगैरह डालते हैं. तो दूध निकालने से पहले हम टी ट्री, लेवेंडर वगैरह का मिक्स करके पानी में उसको स्प्रे करते हैं, जिससे कि गायों के ऊपर कोई इन्फेक्शन वगैरह ना हो।
Special arrangements are made to collect fresh cow urine for consumption and medicinal purposes. A cow urine distillation plant is also set up at the farm to purify the cow urine and made available for consumers on demand. Solar panels installed in the premises generate sufficient electricity to take care of all the energy requirement of the farm and helps maintain a self-dependent infrastructure at the farm. We welcome you all to our vision to set up the highest standards in producing Gir cow milk that is pure, natural and free from any additives. An honest product you can trust upon. At Back to Basics, we promise to deliver you the goodness of A2 protein milk in its best natural state and make sure to use the best responsible and sustainable farming practices that harms none and benefits all.